All right, it's December 2nd, and that means we are finally in the thick of it. We're in the end of the year month. We're in the winter in the desert, which means that time where we check our space heaters and if our regular heaters are working, and also still open up the windows during the day because it's actually kind of nice during the day. How about that? But trust me, when it gets under 70, holy crap, am I cold. That's just Phoenix living. But of course, you also might have some friends and family in town coming through this month and this week, and you might want to show them a good time, like, some live music. Well, I've got some good shows to tell you about, so let's safely go. Yes, welcome to another episode of Every Show Joe Says Safely Go, where I always recommend masking up because, please, it'll make the spread of even the flu lower in a room if it's a room full of masks. And you don't want long COVID, or really COVID, but you really don't want what I've been experiencing. And if this continues, fucking whatever. Sunday is 5 months of this, so this is miserable. For good news, I'm going to try, we're seeing how I'm going to do tonight, to go and take some pictures at AJ Day with my real camera. So we're going to see if I can make it out, and maybe Sunday. And hoping for the freaking best. But yeah, we want spaces to be inclusive and welcoming to everyone. And that means masking and lowering the spread of this, especially because our immunocompromised friends are still out there too. Not to mention, I'm not even someone immunocompromised and I'm dealing with this. So regardless, let's make these spaces safer and help our touring bands and friends too, because they catch us. That's pretty much the end of it, especially for smaller guys trying to play through it or they need to find a space to put up their bandmates that might be positive and keep them quarantined for at least 5 days, right? So yeah, let's try and do this, please, especially because of the cooler temperatures, people are going to be hanging out more indoors together. Of course, also, please get boosted. We got the flu shots out there. We've got also the latest booster for COVID. So please, please, please get that and help also. Just not just everyone, but yourself too, and have less strong symptoms here. Of course, if you're still here and you're not going angry at me, be sure to like this wherever you're watching it. If you're watching on YouTube, please be sure to subscribe. Also get notifications when this content goes live and when anything else I put to the YouTube goes live. Plus, as those numbers go up, I get access to more features like ad revenue. One day I can make a penny or two off of these, and then you can skip that 6-second ad at that point, and that works. But it's still something more. So appreciate it if you can. But because I don't, one way you can support, and I appreciate everyone that does, is go to patreon.com/everyshowjoe. Even $1 a month, that helps out. $5 a month, that helps out with tickets, gas money, all this stuff, covering the costs of hosting the website, all that stuff. Maybe one day this will all be self-sustaining. Well, wishful thinking? Maybe. We'll find out, right? But speaking of that website, if you're not going to patreon.com/everyshowjoe, you can always go to everyshowjoe.com, and that is completely free. You can see all the stuff, including if I'm making out tonight and in 2 days to Anti-Flag. You're getting photos up, and you can see some of those fun, more recent wrap-ups, and some of the older ones that I've been able to get and capture and talk about, and bands that I all highly recommend, like Cheekface on there, and frickin' Grumpster, and yeah, there's so much awesome stuff. Go check that out, everyshowjoe.com. And one more shameless plug. If you click that store link, you get Every Show Joe shirt. Wear it around. Help spread the word. That's another cool thing, way to support. So, yeah. Of course, every freaking week, I'm apparently not in honest swearing gear right now. Every fucking week, I like to say these things because they're true. Fuck racism. Fuck homophobia. Fuck sexism. Fuck transphobia. Fuck all this bullshit of dehumanizing one another. Fuck Nazis. Fuck all that. It's bullshit. And it's unfortunate that it still persists in the society, that we should be above this, but there are people in it that are not, and unfortunately push some of these horrible messages out there. So I like to throw out ways to be supportive and fight back and, just get involved. Of course, Black Lives Matter. That is for here in Phoenix. If you want to get involved, blmphxmetro.org is where you can find the Phoenix section. Also, Poder in Action is another really good group here. poderinAction.org. StopAAPIHate.org for Asian American Pacific Islanders. FirstNations.org for Indigenous or Native Americans. All ways to get involved and support. Or you can go donate to all these. Other things to throw out there, of course, been thrown out there, the National Center for Transgender Equality, which is transequality.org. Also gonna throw out here because this sucks. Shouldn't be happening. But if you want to go support with the Club Q shooting and our queer and LGBTQ IA plus community there, that horrible shooting that took place in Colorado, sucks. And looking into it and somewhere, if you want to go support. It looks like they're directing everyone to coloradogives.org. Go there. It's their healing fund, and that's where they want you to support if you can. Of course, other things to go and support. The Sidewalk Project, they're helping take on homeless and the situations there and get self-harm. They get involved with our local punk scene. There's even a Phoenix section for that one. Punk Rock Saves Lives, they're national. Also helping with mental health, with bone marrow donations, all that stuff. punkrocksaveslives.org, of course. And given the state we live in, and hopefully when our new governor takes effect and some of that stuff, maybe this will finally change. But we are still enforcing a 150-year-old territorial law about reproductive rights, and that is complete bullshit. So I like throughout every week the Abortion Fund of Arizona. abortionfundofaz.org gives everyone who needs resources for their reproductive rights and just dealing with that stuff. They have information. It's not just abortion, and it's still something that is very important we have. So go check that. Of course, and projecthope.org. They're out there to support still the rebuilding efforts in Puerto Rico, also in Ukraine with that bullshit going on there. So a lot of good ways to leave a positive impact on everyone, and even a little bit goes a long way. So even if these aren't in your taste, there's some suggestions. Find something that does cater to what you're looking for, and go do it. And speaking of other cool ways and people to support, you want to support your favorite musicians, right? The simplest, easiest way is go buy the merch, go buy the shirts, the CDs, the albums, go on their Bandcamp. It's Bandcamp Friday, if you're watching this on Friday, for every first Friday. But you can go support them and buy, like I said, it's cooler. So go buy like the, I can say handkerchiefs. Scarves, that's you can tell we don't use them a lot here in the desert, but scarves and hoodies, we do use hoodies. So yeah, you can go support your bands. The most simple of these ways, directly go to their sites, go find their merch, and go buy it. Of course, also NEVA, the National Independent Venue Association. They're a very good resource. They're lobbying for the interests of your favorite independent venues, and they also have an emergency fund for those that might need it. There is NEVASSOC.org. You can go there and donate and support. Of course, then the simple, easiest way is just go to a show if health is letting you, and just have fun. Go support the venues and the artists. Go spread the word of the favorite ones you find, all that kind of stuff. So we'll start tonight, of course, Friday the 2nd. All times are Mountain Standard Time, which there is no daylight savings right now, so should be less confusing, I hope. But regardless, hopefully I did the math right on any streams that are listed on here. We're going to kick it off, though, with a bunch of Zona Nights shows. These are all club shows that go with the Zona Music Festival that will happen over this weekend. And there's a lot of awesome ones. The one that I'm going to be trying to make it out to, and I'm excited for, AJJ. They're back. They're going to be playing with Veronica Everhart at the Crescent Ballroom starting 8 p.m. Another killer one, Black Carl. They're going to be there with Jackie Hayes and Wallace Hound over at the Rebel Lounge, 8 p.m. We also got Phantom Planet with Aviv at Valley Bar. That one is 7:30 p.m. Teen Days with DJ Hime Lee, that might be it, and Jamie Lee. It's at Valley Bar. That one is a 10 o'clock start, so you can hang out and do a night of it at Valley Bar. Plus, there's still plenty of other stuff. We've got Social D doing 2 nights here. So tonight is with Aaron Lee Tachan. Sorry, butchering, but hopefully got that. At the Marquee Theater, 8 p.m. We got Rocket Steadman doing a show with Burgundy Jerk Gusher and Pop Icons at Timeout Lounge, 8 p.m. Got the Dirty Licks with These Still Nights and Taylor Glasheen at Yucca Tap. That one at 8 p.m. Trash Can Romeos with Ape, Maricopa County Prison Band at Chopper John's, 8 p.m. There is also Tracing Faces, The Strings, No Bad Men, and Practically People at the Alibi House, 6:30 p.m. And if you're looking to travel, well, Tucson's got you. We got the Senators playing with Birds and Arrows and Sharkheart at Club Congress down in Tucson, 7 p.m. It's in Tucson is a simple day trip. I'm just going to tell you. You can do it in a night and on a work night because I've done it plenty of times. So that's why I can tell you that. And if you're looking for a cool music stream that happens once a year, at least the show does, the 8th annual War on Christmas live stream. This one with Brendan Kelly, you might know. Also Josh Cater. The Falcon, yes, if you haven't seen the Falcon, they're like an all-star band. There's the Dopamines, Tightwire, and Won't Stay Dead. That's going to be at Zuma.live, Z-U-M-A.live at 7 p.m. If I did that math right, you can go check that out. Plus, every Friday night, you can tune in to one of the best people that plays music. You might know him from Little Man Band. You might know him from Real Big Fish. You just might know him. But you can go tune in at 10 p.m. twitch.tv/Scott Kloffenstein and check out a really wonderful environment, curated and positive amount of people just hanging out and talking music and requesting and all that fun stuff. And then, yes, Saturday, there's a big day, the first day of Zona Fest, and that is including Beach House, Bleachers, Barty's Strange, Chicano Batman, Destroy Boys. Holy, if you haven't seen Destroy Boys, right there. We're going to stop and just tell you, go see Destroy Boys if you're going out there. Phantom Planet, Playboy Man Baby, of course. You know you want to go check them. Cindy Sprague, yep. Snailmate, Tatiana Crespo, and a lot more. Starting at 12:30 p.m. across, I think it's 4 stages. Margaret T. Hance Park. They were just billing it as Hance Park. I don't know if people know what that is. But yeah, really, really cool that this festival's in its inaugural year, and I wish I had the energy to power through a day of a festival. That's unfortunately where I'm at right now, but I look forward to seeing everyone posting about it and all the cool stuff coming at it. But if you're not going to that and you're looking for more awesomeness, well, they got you covered with No Consent, Skulldrug, Bullet Babe, Terminally Ill, and Birth of Monsters at the Nile Underground, 6 p.m. We also got the Coffin Cats in town with Belfry Bats, These Still Nights, and The Villains at the Starlight Lounge, 8 p.m. if you get your rockabilly on. Of course, Alice Cooper's 20th annual Christmas pudding, 20 years of that. How about that? We got Sammy Hagar, Rob Zombie, Gin Blossoms, Six Wire, Wally Palmer, and a comedian I really don't want to mention because he's become a piece of shit. But the rest of the bill is good at Celebrity Theater, 7 p.m. And then, yes, Social D Night 2. That is with Chris Shiflett. There you go. At the Marquee Theater, 8 p.m. And right there. You gotta go see Chris Shiflett, right? We also got Vintage Clothes, Joan of Arkansas, MF Gloom, and Spilt at the Lost Leaf. That one is 8 p.m. There's also Morgan's Bluff with I'm gonna go with Critical Miss. It did bill her by her real name, but I'm going to go with Critical Miss, her stage name. Playing there at O'Connor's Pub, 7 p.m. Plus, we got Modest Mouths with Mattress at the Van Buren. And one more Zona Night show to tell you about. They're going to be doing Emo Night Phoenix, and this one with Sydney Sprague, Luna Aura, and DJ Sad and Bougie at the Rebel Lounge, 9:30 p.m. Plus, yes, wake up with one of the happiest people in music also, because he basically, Kepi Cooley is one of the happiest people. If you've ever watched one of his streams, they're just so good. So go check out the Kepi Show on his Facebook, 10 a.m. And throughout the week, he randomly will occasionally stream on there. So give him a follow and keep watching. Then Sunday rolling in, we got day two of Zona Fest, and that one with Portugal the Man, Jeff Rosenstock. I'm gonna be so sad when I see that I missed Jeff Rosenstock. I'm not as sad until it happens and I see everyone's posting, and then I'm sad. Also, freaking the Regrets are in there. If you haven't caught the Regrets, yeah. Black Carl, they're going to be on there. Front Bottoms, Pow, the Phoenix Afrobeat Orchestra, Sitting on Stacy, another band that I caught randomly going to attend for another band, and how awesome they were. That was when I went to that. It's spacing on me right now, but I went to another show that they co-headlined, and yeah, it's sitting on the end of my tongue. But also, Red Pears, Harpies, first show. Yes, Triple H. Not the wrestler, but there's 3 H's in her name. But Harpies, they're going to be playing there for Diva Bleach, Breakup Shoes, and more. Once again, day 2 of Margaret T. Hans Park of the Zona Fest. I think still 12:30. I realize I copied and pasted that time, so hopefully that's right. But get there early, and then you don't have to worry. Of course, other awesome stuff is happening downtown. So I guess prepare for bad parking when you go for this other thing. But Anti-Flag is back, and they're playing yet again a smaller venue, which is super, super cool. They're playing with We Are the Union returning and Brent's last show. So if you can make it out, go catch Brent drumming with We Are the Union one more time. We also got the Venice Pinks and Limit Club now on that bill. Yes, it used to be Dolskin. They unfortunately couldn't. And 2 of our really cool locals jumping on there. Crescent Ballroom shows 7 p.m. start, so plan ahead. And yes, there's still more for Sunday, though. You're like, how am I going to decide between all this already? And I'm just going to make it tougher, because Troubled Minds, they've got a show with Saza, Cenobite, and TV Messages at the Nile. That one is 7 p.m. start. Josue's Haunted Honky Tonk, they are doing out over the Lost Leaf, 9 p.m. Coffin Cats, yes, not in Phoenix, though. So if this one, if you're looking to travel a little bit, you want to go south, well, they got you covered with Demons City Rex at 191 Tool down in Tucson, 8 p.m. You're going to go north and get a little cooler. Gone Before is playing with Vacant Skies, Dead Dudes, and Dead Bug at the Yucca North Flagstaff up there, 7 p.m. Plus, yeah, Baby Bambi doing their music streams 3 p.m. over on their Twitch, twitch.tv/Baby Bambi. Monday rolling in, and we got the Meteors back in town with Outlaw In-Laws and the Joeys playing on that one at the Rebel Lounge, 8 p.m. That's the only one I got for you. And I know, Meteors, yeah. We also got Tuesday, Hembry with Little Hurt merch down at 191 Tool, Tucson, 8 p.m. Yeah, there's a bunch of really good Tucson stuff you're trying to pick up, and it's also the only one I found here. Plus, we got some streams, of course. Chris Murray doing his Blue Beat live streams every Tuesday on his Facebook, 6 p.m. Scott Kaufstein streaming on his Twitch at 10 p.m. And you can wake up early with Write Me Bambi for them at 9 a.m. So, really cool stuff. Wednesday, we've got Hembry up here in Phoenix with Little Hurt and Kenzo Cregan and merch. There we go. And there's 4 bands on us. That's what I'm figuring. This is why you should word your notes appropriately. But yeah, with merch at Rebel Lounge, that one 6:30 p.m. Scott Kaufstein's other stream, 10 a.m. over on his, I think that's right, on Wednesdays now. Yes, that's what I got in my notes, so it better be. Baby Bambi also has theirs 6:30 p.m. for live streams. Thursday, we've got Say Vendi with El Googly Diablo, Pop Icons, and No Stones at the Yucca Tap Room, 8 p.m. We got Friday Pilot Club, there we go, with Good Boy Daisy and Lemon Drop over the Nile Underground, 7:30 p.m. And we're going to keep moving here. And if you're looking for another good stream, we got the Wayback Sessions. They got Hieroglyph on their YouTube channel starting at 7 p.m., which is youtube.com/the Wayback Sessions. You go tune in for that, which leaves us to next Friday, the 9th. We got a couple of bangers there. We got Future X's. They're going to be playing with Jazzy Scent, Chocolate Fountain, Darwithstra, and Page the Village Idiot at Yucca Tap Room, 8 p.m. We got Blue Joy, Bummer Girl, and Freud at the Nile. And this has an ugly sweater contest, and it looks like there's even a money prize. So, pull out those ugly sweaters that you thought might win a contest because they're so bad, and head over to the Nile, 7 p.m. We also got Katie May's Alt Western Roundup the Dirty Drummer with Rosie Nolan and American Longspears over at the Dirty Drummer, 8 p.m. Let's see what else. Oh, and a really cool occasion down in Tucson. So I'm just going to keep telling people their stuff down in Tucson. All right. At least this week. We've got Punk's Not Dead, as they're calling it. Not dead yet. That's with Lenny Mental. You might know Lenny Mental. I'm pretty sure a lot of you know Lenny Mental. It's his birthday bash. And that means the Besmirchers are playing. And they're playing with Freezing Hands, Napalm Strike, Standard Deviants, and the All-Star Mormons at 191 Tool down in Tucson, 7 p.m. Plus, of course, every Friday night, you can tune in to Scott Kaufstein on his Twitch, 10 p.m. And yeah, there is some awesome stuff for this week. I know it's a little lighter. Seems that usually just happens with December and Christmas and cooler months because the roads are a little more dangerous when they're frozen. But there's some awesome suggestions, and probably can't go wrong with any of these. Of course, everything that I can find within my taste, so your taste may vary, and That's what makes us cool as humans and how we get exposed to more awesome stuff. Plus, sometimes I just can't find some of these shows because they're either in a venue that doesn't have a normal list of shows that I can go look at, or they just are like a DIY spot and I just got to hopefully get invited or find it. So, but regardless, hopefully you guys have fun out there. Check out any of the stuff you'll enjoy. Please, please, please mask up and be safe about it. Not just for yourself, but for everyone around you. And I think that's all I got. So until next week, take care, be safe, and have fun.